Runaway Robot. Chapter 1. A Friend in Need. Hey guys, welcome back to DieFall Presents Dragon Heist. Kind of a sudden transition there. At the request of some people in chat, we will show you, quote-unquote, the leveling. I'm not set up to show everyone's character sheets, but we can at least talk about it here. For those of you that don't know, Malia, what did you do?
Oh, friends, I can suddenly heal you. I am now a bard.
So Malia has decided to multi-class from rogue to bard at level 2 to provide some extra healing for the group, since that seems to be a very important thing. So that's good. That's good. I believe Cry, you now have sorcerer points.
Sorcery points, yes I do.
Yeah, so
I've got
you've got 2 of those.
Yes, I have 2. Oh, and then I get a couple more spells. Yeah, I have 2 sorcery points, and 2 sorcery points equals 1 first level spell, so I can kind of pull from those. But that's it. And then I get 2 more spells that I did not realize, so I gotta choose those right now. Gotta go.
Gotta go. Yeah, you get 1 more spell.
1 more spell?
1 more first level spell.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Yes. I do. Yes, I get 1 more.
1 more first level spell.
Beep, boop.
Mike, yeah, you've got Hunter's Mark now. That's true. What else did you decide to take for your new spells as a ranger?
I decided to take Goodberry as my second thing.
Some minor healing as well as keeping everyone full and happy.
Snacks.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Goodberries.
Nice little snacks. Nice little snacks.
And I'm just gonna,
Very
I'm gonna
nice.
keep them in the gross snack pouch too. So.
Oh god.
So they'll be sitting alongside like moldy bananas and garbage.
I'm sure they're still delicious. And then was there anything else that you got with your level 2? I didn't actually go and look at.
Infinite pocket snacks. I
Infinite
didn't
pocket
see
snacks.
anything else necessarily.
Ranger. Standard Ranger at level 2. Fighting style.
Fighting style. That's another thing.
Yep. You adopt a particular fighting style as your specialty. Archery, defense, dueling, or 2-weapon fighting. Archery is a +2 to attack rolls with ranged weapons. Defense is while wearing armor +1 to AC. Oh, you're gonna do archery?
Yeah, since he's already partway there.
Okay, I will need to physically change your character sheet. Hang on a second, let me get at it.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is that on your longbow here, basically what I'm doing for that attack, I'm just putting a +2. So it's just in there now. If you ever get a new weapon, we will have like a new ranged weapon. I'll have to add that back. We'll have to change it again, but otherwise it should be good. And then you've got your spell casting ready, so that looks good.
Yeah.
Cool. And Mina, I know you've got the hardest one here. Trying to pick some warlock stuff because apparently level 2 is actually pretty dense. You got any ideas? What's going on?
So I think what I'm gonna do is do Agonizing Blast and
Good one.
Devil's Sight.
And Devil Sight. Ooh, I don't know that one.
I'm just trying to find a way to copy all of this to put it into the character sheet.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think some of those are manual. God, because they don't actually like this thing. So hang on a second. Let me see if any of this is in here. If it is, I'll add it. If not, then, well, we'll have to remember what they do, and we can do it later. Yeah, Agonizing Blast is not a dragon drop, but it just changes your Eldritch Blast. So you are going to add your Charisma modifier if it deals damage. All right, so I'm going to go over to your spell sheet real quick. Just go look at Eldritch Blast. And we make it Agonizing Blast, which is great. Cool. But what it does is 1d10 plus... What is your Charisma modifier?
Good question. It is...
3?
3.
It is 3. Okay. So yeah, so we're going to do... I'm going to go to that damage spot right there and just do plus 3. So if it does hit, there you go. You've got it. And the other one you said was Devil's Sight?
Yes.
Which is really oddly apt, considering the horns growing out of your head right now.
Yeah.
So I don't see Devil's Sight in roll 20. So what is it on here? You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, at a distance of 120 feet. Oh, so you have dark vision now, essentially, at 120 feet. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So what you're going to do with that one, if you haven't already, is in the core page. It says you have dark vision here. You're just going to change.
Oh.
Well, you have dark vision. I don't know if you want to keep devil vision, because it's different, because it's magical and non-magical darkness.
I will
You just
keep it.
get to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just update what you have for dark vision as Devil's Sight. And we'll just do that. And you just type it in there and it'll be fine. I'll update your token and that'll be the whole thing.
Cool.
So I think that's everything. Am I missing anything? What's up, Cry?
Question.
Yep.
Are we allowed to pull spells from the merchant book?
Xanathar's Guide, absolutely.
They're so cool. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Xanathar's is a published one. I don't mind anything that's been, officially published by Wizards of the Coast.
Cool. Awesome. Oh my god, they're so cool. Okay, cool. I know how to do the alphabet. Yeah, I found it. Alphabets are hard.
Alphabets are hard. Okay. So how do you guys feel about your character sheets?
Digging them.
Pretty good.
Yeah? Pretty good?
I think so.
As we move along, I'm just gonna keep glancing at spells to see which one I want to add.
Yeah,
if that's okay.
don't worry. We're just gonna all you guys are gonna do now is go investigate a nice little place, right? That's
definitely
what
not
we're doing here.
haunted.
Yeah. Definitely not haunted. Okay, so you guys you're all clean. Everything's clean and shiny and doesn't smell terrible. You have all of your clothes back. Like Floon and Renair come out and they're singing a bawdy song. Seems that they've been hitting the bottle just a little bit, happy to be alive. And they see you in the hallway and Floon goes, "Oh, my friends! Oh, I feel so good! Dudes!
Oh my
Thank you
God.
so much! Man, it was totally gnarly in there! Totally gnarly." And Renair's like, "Yeah, friends, oh, thank you. Thank you so much for saving us. I really do appreciate it. Are you going to need us to come with you to the thing with Follow? We may have started celebrating a little early. I am very happy to just be alive.
I think we'll be okay if you want to enjoy your celebrations.
And Floon goes, "Yo, that's awesome. We're going to be hanging out here then, tossing some dice and drinking some drinks. Man, that's great."
Varys is gonna put his hand on Mina's shoulder to get her attention and be like, "Rainier's the only reason we survived in the sewer. Are we sure we want to leave him behind?"
Do you think he will be help now?
We must not forget there are people looking for Rainier.
This is true. Rainier, are you going to be okay by yourself? Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
He looks at you and goes, "What do you mean? Why would I not be okay? You've saved me from the people that have taken me, and I'm here with friends, and Durnan's downstairs, and this is honestly, this is a place filled with adventurers. I'm sure that I'm not in any harm.
Okay. It's just you were recently kidnapped, so we would hate for that to happen again while we're gone.
Well, true. So here's the thing. I might actually. I'll have to drag this fool with me. I might need to withdraw some money from the bank, because if you do decide to take the deed and assume it, there's a small fee to pay the magistrate, and I figured I'd cover that for you as thanks for saving me and my friends. So,
Thank you.
Excellent.
so just let me know if you do decide to keep the place. I'll gladly front the money, and if not, I'll give it to you as some kind of form of recompense. To be fair, I did pay for food and lodging last night, but I feel like you're owed a little bit more.
That is very thoughtful. Thank you.
And he nods, and he's like, "Come, Floon, come. These drinks won't drink themselves." And Floon goes, "Oh yeah, dude, let's go get lit."
Yes. Well, perhaps we should be on our way. Let's go.
Can
You guys go
Varys, real
downstairs?
quick,
Yeah, what's up?
Before we separate from them, can Varys do a quick inside check on Rainier there, because he's giving away a lot of money and doing a lot of favors for not a whole lot of return, and I think Varys might be a little like.
Sure, yeah. Roll me some insight. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh. That's
21. I mean, it seems he's really valued your help. He was locked in a closet, and I mean, as the guards showed up and whatever, but like the way that he's treated you over the last day and helped you, and like I told Malia previously when she had done an insight check on him, it's really odd for someone, the son of the open lord of Waterdeep, to have taken such an interest and been so friendly, and it's kind of nice that he seems so sincere.
Okay. Yeah, it's just like no one does this many favors without coming to collect eventually. So
Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to confront him about it, but the feeling you get is that he's been very sincere, and he seems overjoyed to have his friend back and to be in a safe place.
yeah, we'll just go with that. Varys was a little like, but okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So then, yeah, I guess we move on to the house.
Yeah, so you guys head out, and you come out, and Volos seems to have packed his things up, and he's waiting just outside, and he goes, good, yeah, you're here, and so clean, so I must come with you to to Troll Skull. Well, I suppose I do know the way, so, well, everyone, follow me, and I will lead you to your new home. Right? Right?
Perhaps.
Oh. Okay.
Shoot him along.
Yeah, so chat, I'm going to go to a page real quick. You guys have been on, players have been on the map page for quite a while now. I've moved you over there quite some time back. I'm going to have to go over to the map page for chat here, but that means I'm going to have to move around some of these cameras. Sorry. So that's going to take me a second to get all of that set up. But other than that, you guys are here in the city, and I'm going to reveal, quote unquote, the location of Troll Skull Manor here to you guys in just a second. Oh, let me remove that turn order thing. Let me remove that pesky turn order.
I was
There
gonna
we go.
say,
Yeah, that's weird.
What does
That's
that
weird.
mean?
So guys, chat, and up in the top here, you guys can see the North Ward, right? The North Ward covers quite a large portion of the city of Waterdeep. As I zoom out here, you can see that it is a large portion of the city of Waterdeep here. But closer up more north, closer to the Field Ward. I'm gonna go ahead and let me get this on the token layer. Over here is Troll Skull Alley, and yeah, you can. We're gonna go over in that direction and see what we can see up here. So you guys will make your way up to that location, following Valo. And honestly, if there is actually a place called Troll Skull Street somewhere on here, I didn't find it right before we started, so sorry about that, and I'll move it later. But you're going up north to the North Ward, and you come to... please load. There we go. Yeah, you come to Troll Skull Alley. Troll Skull Alley is kind of nice, you know, belaying the name. You see a small wooden sign. Looks like there's a large bent nail sticking out of a door. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like a wood shop. And around the corner, you can hear the banging of a hammer on metal. And over across the way, you see a large house and plants all over the balcony. And looks like it possibly an apothecary shop. And across from that, you see, there's an orange and black sign with cat eyes there. That's curious. There's a bookstore across the way, a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls on its sign. But what stands out most from everything else is this thing, the Troll Skull Manor. So I'm going to give you the Troll Skull Manor handout here real quick. So I'm going to show this to you guys. There you go. And chat, I'll bring this up for you as well. So this is what Troll Skull Manor looks like. So this is kind of the layout of it. But what I also want to show you is there's some nice art of the Troll Skull Manor as well. So one second.
Looks lovely.
So I'm going to put this all in your journals here. Like that. And then I'm going to show this off as well.
Oh. Needs some work.
Perfect for
Not
Cry.
working on my end.
Cry,
Sorry,
my dear.
chat.
This
It doesn't
is what
seem to be working.
They mean when they say historic.
There we go. Sorry, chat. So this is Troll Skull Manor. Yeah, at a historic location. It looks like it definitely can use a little bit of work compared to all of the other buildings on this road. It is dilapidated and boarded up and kind of sad looking, to be honest. But you know what? The area is actually really nice. A little bit of elbow grease, you could probably make this place pretty nice. So yeah, you guys go up to the Troll Skull Manor, and Valo walks up in front of it, puts his arms out and says, "Welcome to the Troll Skull Manor. Impressive place, isn't it? And looks, well, like I thought at first, mighty haunted."
That is a word I would use to describe it, I suppose.
Now, relax. I didn't find anything. But here, and he pulls out a large key, right, like comically large, like iron key, and puts it in the front door. And he goes, "The old owner, Liff, he passed away some time ago, but well." He opens it up and he pushes the door open. He turned the manor into a tap house, a tavern of sorts, and an inn upstairs. Kind of an interesting joint. It's been out in disrepair for years, and well, the rumor had it is that Liff, well, he still roamed the place. I haven't seen hide nor hair of no ghosts, though, so, well, come on in. And he, like, gestures and he opens the door, and you guys like to enter the Troll Skull Manor?
Yes.
Yeah. So the Troll Skull Manor is like 4 stories tall, boasting balconies, a turret, 5 chimneys, and it's one of the grandest buildings in all of the Troll Skull Alley. So when you first arrive and you walk into what the old tap room used to be, it's broken furniture all over the place. You see like tarnished silverware. casks of wine overturned in the corner. It smells somewhat vinegary and kind of worthless junk all around.
There are many windows.
Are there many windows, or you're saying there are many windows?
Are there?
Yeah, so you walk into the tap room through the up. Basically, you walk up a couple steps, and it's got this nice front porch, right? And then you go inside the main door, and what's in front of you seems to be a table, and then off a little bit to the left, it looks like there's a bar that wraps around. A large fireplace kind of stands off to the left and in centralized in the room. It seems the bottom of the turret is off to the left of that, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward-facing windows in this room alone.
Malia, as a security specialist, is always looking at windows and doors, points of entry.
Can I just do just an investigation to see what, if anything, of interest might be hidden in this room?
The main tap room?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Roll me an investigation.
Malia's gonna check out the wine.
Sure. A 14 on the investigation. Like I just said about what you found in the first room there. Most of the silverware, as valuable as it could have been, it definitely looks tarnished, but probably salvageable. Maybe. Casks of wine kind of off in the corner. You see the ones that are up here. The ones that were open have definitely turned to vinegar here. There doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile in this room. You do see there's a hatch over towards the pantry underneath behind the bar. And there's a kitchen behind the bar as well. If you go off past the pantry, it has another large fireplace inside of it, and it looks like... Yeah, definitely wasn't cleaned up. A lot of rotting food in here.
So nothing really worth looking at in there.
Yeah, not in this room in particular. It looks like the furniture, most of it's kind of either rotted or broken, but some of it does look salvageable. The wood floor seems to be in pretty good repair, but it needs a deep cleaning for sure.
Nina's gonna head upstairs, take a look at the rest of the place.
Sure.
Bearers will follow Mina.
Yeah, as you go up the creaking stairs to the upper floor, it opens up into a nice common room, but the room's empty, save for cobwebs up in the corners and, well, dust everywhere.
Well, at least Cry will have lots to eat.
Yeah. You notice up here, there's nice...
Kitchen will feed her for months.
There's nice natural lighting that comes into each of the rooms up here. If you walk through the hall to the common room, there's a den up here that could serve as a bedroom if you'd like it to. A large fireplace, double-sided, faces the common room, and then the den itself. Again, unfurnished, though. Across the hall from that, there seems to be a spare room, and then also another bedroom, and again, another large double-sided fireplace there.
All unfurnished?
Yeah, it seems that most of the place was cleared out, except for what looks like the tap room.
Volo, do you know anything of the history of
Yes.
this place?
Well, yes, like I was saying, it used to belong to Liff, a barkeeper, a half-elf. Well, it was said that maintaining his tavern was his life's work, which is why most people thought that he'd still be here, and I could get some really good stuff from my book.
Do you know anything about the man that was Liv?
Well, no, it seems he died quite a long time ago. As you can see, is the disrepair in this place. It had lied abandoned for 20 years or so.
What exactly of this place, other than its appearance, perhaps, drew you to it?
Well, the possibility of a ghost.
Oh, is that all?
Well, I'm writing a new book. Did you not know? Valo's Guide to Spirits.
Yes,
And...
we've heard it already.
Oh. Well.
Gotcha, bud.
Cry, come with me. Let's see if there's any wine left over.
Oh. Cry's gonna follow very closely.
She's gonna drink the bad wine.
No. We're going to head towards the hatch, I think.
She's gonna drink anything.
The hatch is obvious. It's not it's definitely not hidden. But it goes downstairs, and as you go down, you see that there are rows and rows of ale casks and wine casks, all untapped downstairs.
I will pick one up, one of the wine bottles, and inspect it.
Yeah, so you take a look at the wine bottle and brush it off from the label. Wild Horse apparently is the label. Don't necessarily recognize that, I don't think. Don't know what year it is, but, you know, it was probably bottled about 40 years ago.
Let's open that up.
You try to pop the cork, but it's been sitting for so long that it crumbles before you're able to do anything, and it crumbles inside of the wine.
Drink it anyway, just spit out the cork.
Tell me if this is any good.
All right. Cry gonna drink it.
Cry, you tilt it back and it has some spongy stuff in it. Spongy, that you know that word now. That's a thing you know.
Don't eat the cork. Spit that out.
She's gonna spit it out.
You spit out all of it because you're not sure what a cork is.
Yeah.
So wine splatters onto the dirt floor.
She's very confused.
All right, give it to me. She's gonna
She gives it back.
pour a little out, and then just carefully try to take some.
Yeah, you avoid the cork pieces and you sip on it and nice red.
Swirls it around. Yes, this will do. Let's see what the others have found. Do you see anything else interesting in here? Appears quite dusty.
You want to make a proper investigation of the room?
Sure.
I
Yeah,
can
go
help.
ahead and roll it. Yeah, roll it with advantage.
I shall do so.
So they're down in the basement?
They're in the cellar.
Okay.
Yeah. A 16 from Malia. Yeah. You look around and in the dirt floor, it seems something's written.
Cry, did you write something in the dirt again? Well, take a look at this. What does this say? It says,
In common is written closing time.
It says close.
No, do not get my VOD taken down, Bravo. I will pitch a fit.
It's a bop. I can't help it.
It's
Great
okay, it'll
song.
just get muted. It'll stay up there.
Yeah, hey.
That's true. Yeah, so written in the dirt of the cellar here is closing time.
What an unusual thing to write. Someone very strange must have lived here. Let us ascend. Float pushes her cloak back.
Floats away.
Yeah, as you ascend,
I just
as you ascend up to the tap room, Malia, make a dexterity saving throw for
Oh
me.
jeez. If I must get rid of the wine to save myself, I shall. Dexterity?
No, yeah, it'll be fine.
Um,
Probably. A 21 on the dexterity saving throw. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice something and a kind of rusty old fork sticks out of the wall behind you, just where your head used to be.
Did you do that?
that wasn't me. Hello? Hello?
And Volo's at the. Yes. What can I do for you? Did you take a look downstairs? Oh, a wine bottle. Pass that this way.
Who is throwing cutlery in this house?
And excuse me. What do you mean?
Look at that! It almost hit me in the face. My beautiful face.
Well, I wouldn't have thrown it.
I'm gonna try to yank it out of the wall.
Yeah, it thunk. It comes out. Yeah. It's like tarnished silver. Again, like Varus had seen earlier. Probably salvageable. It doesn't seem dented in any way.
Give it to Cry.
Yeah. Cry. Yeah, Cry is definitely doing the Little Mermaid thing. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
Talking about getting your VOD taken down.
It's so perfect.
Poking the
So
cat
yeah,
with
you're
bees.
now.
No.
Cry is brushing her perfectly clean hair now with a
a
tarnished
dirty fork.
silver fork.
It's called a dingle hopper.
Okay, all right.
I'm just letting it happen.
Disney's the little zombie.
Malia, like, points around the room with the wine bottle and she's like, show yourself, cutlery thrower.
Make a perception check for me.
I have Cry's knife. How did I forget that? Hold on.
Wait, what?
I mean, I have a knife she could have.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa!
Wait a minute. Why does everyone have knives? What is going on?
I'm ready.
Knife safety.
Woo!
Oh, why does everyone have knives?
I have another one.
Wait, I don't have a knife. I'm like missing out on that. Every one of my cast members has a knife, chat. Just let it be known. All of them have knives.
I just had a
And
pen.
it is at this
Not
point
even
in
a
time,
real pen, that's a style.
I am abundantly grateful that we are on the internet and I can't get stabbed. Jeez.
Yes.
Catch me at TwitchCon.
I don't want to now.
Wow. Yeah, make me a perception check, Malia. Let's see what you see. An 11. No, I mean, just the passing of people outside and kind of the stomping around of your friends upstairs and Volo, breathing heavily and looking at your wine bottle.
Oh, he's a mouth breather.
Malia kind of,
Stab.
He has sinus problems. It doesn't make him a bad person.
Malia takes another sip of her wine, and then she says, historic, he said. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it is actually historic. I mean, the manor used to belong to a prominent family. I'm just not sure whose because I bought it much after them. And it's well, what do you think?
Come, Cry, we must check the master bedroom.
Sure, yeah. I mean, your friends are already upstairs. Friends, let's jump over to you guys. We go back upstairs. You guys have investigated the second floor. Yeah. Where else did you go?
I probably would have were we on the top floor or are there more floors to go?
Yeah, we
So
got
the
one above us.
place it's 4 stories above ground and it has one below. It is a mansion.
Well,
So
I kept going up.
Yeah, so you go upstairs and you find yourself on the 3rd floor. And some wandering around, you see, okay, there's a bedroom, there's a privy, 2 privies, private bathrooms, what looks to be maybe an old library. You see discarded books and rotted papers on the ground. Oh, the turret. It has access to one of these bedrooms over here, and you can go all the way up to the top. And you look out and you see a good portion of the North Ward. The Troll Skull stands much taller than many of the buildings around it, and you can see for quite some ways. Looking around, you find a large bedroom, has its own private bath, its own private double-sided fireplace where the bathroom has its own fireplace on one side, and it, yeah. And then there's another floor above that.
I'm gonna keep going up.
You go up, there seems to be an attic bedroom, and then what looks like it's storage. You see some, what looks to be extra chairs and stools for downstairs.
Anything else fancy in the attic? Usually that's used for storage, so.
Make me an investigation check.
Sure. Investigation 15.
Not bad. Sure, you find something. Let's find out what you find.
What did I find?
Let's see. I'm gonna say you find... I think it's something, I don't know, fun? Yeah, sure. You find... Huh. Well, it looks to be a pile of chestnuts and a list of people.
That's fun. Sure. Exciting.
Do I recognize any of the names?
Not off the top of your head, no, and the paper itself is almost crumbling under your grasp.
I'm gonna, like, very, like, gently pick it up. Is it on the floor? Where is it?
Yeah, the piece of paper was, like, sitting on a stool, and the chestnuts were kind of, like, on the floor somewhere. Just in a pile.
Varys!
I'm standing right behind you. What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Do you recognize any of these names?
I don't know. Do I?
Yeah, you take a look at it. Roll me some history.
All right. My best stat, -1.
No.
I don't know anything.
Nah, man. And weirdly, it just seems to be first names. There's, like, no defining factors between these things.
Well, do you want some pocket chestnuts?
Yeah. He'll scoop some of them up and stuff
The
them in
chestnuts themselves seem relatively fresh.
That's weird. There must be a squirrel.
Yeah. And
The
Bear's,
Arya Stark
take
of
his
squirrels.
bow and like start like thumping on the ceiling or something to maybe chase out whatever vermin might have brought these in here.
Yeah, sure. You start, like, thumping around and whatever, and, like, above you in the rafters, you, like, hear some, like, scritching sounds, but other than that, yeah.
So,
All right. Well,
Varys looks over at Mina and say, like, Cry will live up here. She'll probably eat him. It's fine.
she'll love it. She'll love it. It will be fine. Come on, let's go.
As you both turn for the door of the attic storage room, would you both make dexterity saving throws for me, please?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god.
Ruh-roh. Oh, saving.
Yes!
Varys with a 25.
Hang on.
Natural
I gotta find
20,
it on
nice.
my page. Where is it on my page?
It should
do
be
like a-
above your skills, at
I
the
do a Power
closer to the
Rangers
top and to the
backflip out
left.
the attic.
Aha! I found it.
Land on my feet.
And a 19. As you guys turn, it looks like it was probably pretty poorly thrown. A stool goes flying past you and slams into the wall, cracking and breaking itself all over the floor.
What? Did you see that?
Varys immediately has his bow out and drawn, like, and just kind of looking all over the attic for
Make a
whoever
perception
threw it.
check for me, please.
It was not one of the chipmunks.
Perception, not persuasion.
Oh, it's like the same thing.
Persuade the
asked-
chipmunk.
Yeah,
I
asked
could
the
take
ghost
that
to come
regular
out very
roll, but I'm not
nicely.
going to. A 12. You could swear you saw something right as you turned around and dodged nimbly out of the way because you were so swift. Could have swore you saw something. Hazy, what, translucent. You have pointed ears?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's an elf ghost.
Weird.
So Varys very like impolitely turns to Mina and like points at where her horns would be, but on his head, and like, are you picking up anything with those things?
Is that how that works?
Yeah, she
I
like
didn't know.
blushes super deep red and goes, I don't know that's what they're for.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to draw attention to it. We're the only ones here. We're the only ones that know about it. It's okay. But yeah, you're not picking up anything
Why?
weird. Like,
Make a perception check for me, Mina.
Okay.
He's asking you to, right? So let's do it.
Essentially.
Let's see what you see.
Not much. Average.
I mean, you see a broken stool.
Uh-huh.
You're a little worried about it. That's really odd. And you don't think that Varus threw it because he was next to you.
yeah, there's something in here with us. It threw the stool. I just saw something dart away. It looked like an elf. It had pointy ears.
Maybe we should leave the room then. Yes, let's go.
Yeah, agreed.
out.
So,
Okay.
Guess we scoot down out of the
We're
attic.
gonna scoot.
Cry, I'll have a roommate.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So you guys, as you guys start coming down from the like third floor down to the second floor, right? Because this is a large building. You run into your friends, Malia and Cry, in let's say the common room. It's a larger room, so all of you fit in there rather comfortably.
Friends. Anyone thirsty?
Yes. She takes the bottle.
Yeah,
Varus is
you
just gonna
drink some of it. It's a nice red,
Without-
and there's some cork.
in here.
Oh yes, don't drink it like that.
So without like leading on that they just had a stool thrown at him, Varus is just gonna be like, "So did you guys see anything down there?" What was it? Oh, is that the fork?
Yeah.
Cry holds out a tarnished fork at you.
Malia looks at the fork, and then she looks back to their friends and says, there were words written in the dirt. It said closing time.
Stop.
Cry keeps breaking into song whenever that word. It's a strange song. You know it from somewhere, but yeah.
I heard
yeah.
it in a dream.
Mina and I were just in the attic and had a stool thrown at us.
By
We
whom?
don't know who did it. I kind of caught a glimpse of someone scoot away, but I couldn't quite make out who it was, and they got away before I could see them.
Oh. Someone threw the fork at me.
So this place is haunted then. This is what I'm gathering.
Perhaps. Perhaps there is something else.
Oh, also there was a list of first names upstairs and some chestnuts. The
If
bear
Ash
has had
reaches
the
in the
chestnuts
snack
now.
pouch and holds out a handful of chestnuts, like offer them, gives them to Cry.
She doesn't crack them open. She tries to take a chomp out. I'm like,
Eat the whole thing.
Um,
I know. You break them first. Just throw them
Tries
on the
to-
ground.
she tries to like.
Cry, here, I will show you.
Okay, she hands it over.
I put it down on, I guess there's nothing here, there's only the floor. I put it on the floor, grab my dagger, and use the pommel, and just,
Yeah, cracks open nicely.
here you go.
Oh, Cry's first walnut.
Well, it is a chestnut, and there are open
Oh
fires
yeah,
you could
that's
use.
right. Chestnut.
Stop.
So, what would you like to do? You hear from downstairs. Friends, Volo down here. Is everything to your liking? Have you come to a consensus?
Just a minute. Did we come to a consensus?
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
How are the bedrooms?
Empty.
Hmm.
So I suppose we could sleep on the floor for now. I know Cry is fine with it. It's
Yeah, Varys is also just like furniture, just is stuff to get in the way. Furniture only serves to hide under when someone breaks into your room. It's not anything.
They're both attic babies. It's weird. Fun to be in the attic.
Cry, do you like this place? Very well. I believe it is in our interest to agree.
very well. All right, Valo.
Yes. What is it, my friends?
Yes, I suppose we'll take the place. How do we?
Oh, fantastic! I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, thank you. You won't regret it. I swear. Let us. Well, I come downstairs so I can stop yelling.
All right, I'll go downstairs.
Glug, glug, glug.
Flip flop,
give
flip
it.
flop, flip flop.
Yeah,
Is
you
Cry
guys
still
go
wearing
downstairs.
just massive boots?
Yes.
Yep. They're clean
Yeah.
now.
You guys go downstairs, and you see Valo there, and he's good. Come, sit down, and we'll discuss. And he goes to sit down at the bar where one of the non-rotted out stools is, and you all watch as the stool moves out from underneath him as he goes to sit down, and he falls onto the floor. Well, I could have swore there was a stool there, and he gets it, and he gets back up on it. He's, oh, that was embarrassing. So to business then. So you would like to keep the deed? Well, I will need to go to the Magister, and you'll have to come with me, and we'll have to get it transferred over. Does that sound all right? We can probably go right now.
You're also gonna have to pay for the ghost removal.
Excuse me. What? The place isn't haunted. That's the reason I'm giving it away to you.
Cry
They
holds up
had
a
a-
fork.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
had the fork
that.
thrown at them down in the basement. We had a stool thrown at us up in the attic. You just had a stool yanked out from under you when you were going
No.
to sit down.
No, I happen to have missed the stool. These eyes are getting old, and I've done so much writing and in the dark, and your eyes can get so bad. You have to have adequate lighting, and I have been remiss in some of my my nights.
I just look back at
you
the
must
party
be
members.
mistaken.
I'm like, you guys saw that, right?
I'm gonna actually just like whisper over to Varys and be like, if you convince him it's haunted, we will never get rid of him.
I mean,
He will be here writing his book forever.
Oh,
fair. Okay.
very good point.
No, that stool was not. You just missed it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yes. But René said he would help us pay for the fees to sign over the document. Do we
His
need
eyes
to
get big, and he goes, "Oh, that blessed boy. I owe him so much." Yes, fantastic. Well, we'll head over to the magistrate, and I'll fetch a runner, and we'll have them deliver a note to René to meet us there, or to at least run the cash.
Very well.
Good. So come. We'll go to the castle ward, the courthouse. It's just a bit south of here, I believe. Actually, I need to look. I don't actually know where that is.
Oh my gosh.
Where is the castle ward? That's the trade ward. That's where the yawning portal is.
Castle Ward's right in the middle.
Is it? That's the market. Oh, castle ward. Wait, is it in the castle ward or is it around the castle ward? Hang on a second. Here it is. Let's see. Oh, yep, it is. Yep. So you guys head southwards to the castle ward. Valo grabs a young boy off the street as you guys are. There's 2 dragons for you, young man. That's right, gold pieces. If you run this message to René Neverember, he is staying over at the Yawning Portal. Post haste, otherwise every second you waste, I will take one of those some of those dragons away. Now, head to the Yawning Portal and let Renair Neverember know that we are in need of him in the castle ward, where Magister Silmerhelv, where she reigns. And he, like, sends him off, and the boy, wide-eyed about getting gold pieces to go just run to the Yawning Portal, dashes down the street.
What a dick!
And he goes, good, now that's taken care of. Please, bring yourselves and let's go to the castle ward and, well, we'll meet the magistrate.
As we're walking,
She's a tough one.
Malia will like lean into Volo and try to get some of that hot goss. She's gonna be like, so,
Get the tea.
Yes.
she's like, so you mentioned that you owed Neverember quite a bit.
Well, there's not so very many people in this town that don't, to be honest. Being the Open Lord's son, strange or not, allows for quite a few connections, and he's put me in contact with many people that have allowed for the publishing of my book. You might have read it. Volo's Guide.
But why you? Why did he choose you for his charity?
Well, we're friends. We're drinking buddies.
Why?
How did you meet?
Well, in probably a dive bar somewhere. I don't rightly remember. Probably in the Docks District or Castle Ward. Where did I meet Renair? You know, I'll have to ask him. I don't rightly. It was years ago now. I've probably known the lad 3 to 5 years. 5. When did my book come out? 1, 2, 3. Volo's Guide to Monsters. Do you know it?
No. How did you get to meet Floon?
Oh, Floon! Oh, bless him. Dumb as a brick, but beautiful. I thought you might have noticed. Young lady beautiful as yourself. He's a looker, isn't he? Well, Floon, much the same way. We were drinking buddies, yes.
Ooh, insight, check that.
Oh,
Roll me some insight.
Heck yeah.
this tea.
No. Oh, Malia did, though.
22 insight for Malia. That's a natural 20. Yeah, I mean, they were probably drinking, but that's not the whole story there.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. Tell me more.
More of what? Of old adventures in dive bars, rolling dice with various sailors around, and long nights spent together?
Oh, come, Volo. You are a storyteller. Tell us the story.
No, I am a man of facts and giving people a brighter view of the world. Volo's Guide to Monsters. I'll give you a copy maybe sometime. It shows you all, and he pulls out the book, and it has beautiful, intricate drawings of monsters of all different shapes and sizes. Intricate, detailed drawings with anatomies broken down, habits, places that they live, and it's honestly, and it's an incredible piece of work.
Is there an ooze in there?
Yes, actually, there's many types of ooze, and he flips. This is a gray ooze. You see it here. They are somewhat related to gelatinous cubes. I don't know if you've ever heard of any gelatinous cubes, but what they do is their prey up inside of them and dissolve them down, and what you can see inside is the pieces of the prey that couldn't be dissolved. Adventurers of all shapes and sizes get taken and find their blades and armor still remaining inside the oozes.
Alia leans over to Mina. Perhaps we took the right way out.
I think so.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
The tea.
Tea.
Oh,
The tea about Floon.
Tea.
Alia is going to say, let me find this real quick. She's going to say, perhaps you can tell me some more facts and details of your relationship with Floon, and in exchange, I shall tell you some interesting things I know about the Black Viper.
Oh?
Okay, you're name dropping at this point. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh my god, tea. So much tea.
Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Oh, oh my
A
god.
10.
Mm.
He goes, Black Viper? Well, I feel like I've heard the name in passing, but I've been out in the city for months with touring for my book. I don't rightly know who that is or why I should be interested. And to be fair, my history with Floon is my own.
Very well. Not ideas. Perhaps you'd like some of this wine?
Get him drunk.
Is it still open? You're walking through the city with the open bottle of wine?
Yes, of course.
Heck
Yes. And to be honest, we should probably finish this before we get to the magistrate. Magistrate Silmerhelv is, well, she's a stickler for the rules and does not like open drinking anywhere near her courthouse.
Oh, all
that a
right. Here,
thing?
drink up.
Yep.
Drink,
Okay.
drink.
Okay.
Tilt.
Oh, don't choke on the cork!
You're slugging down cork pieces.
Well, it looks like you could learn a thing or two on how to pop a cork. Maybe if old Liff still lived there, he'd show you how to do it. I heard he ran quite the tavern there before he died.
Thank you. Excellent.
I'm looking at the code legal right now to see if there's an open bottle.
I have no idea if there
policy.
is or not.
I'm looking.
So, yeah, you were in the castle ward, and eventually you come up to a stately building with columns in front, and you walk up the large stairs. It looks like any standard courthouse that if you might have been to in the U.S., it's overly stately at any point in time. You look at it and you're like, okay, I get it, you're a courthouse. And you walk inside, and you're met there by a clerk, and Valo approaches him. Yes, I believe I have a meeting that I can set up with the magistrate here. Silmerhelv said that I could have some time, and you see like a gnome woman peek her head up and her long nose with these tiny little spectacles. Yes, Valo, is it? Yes, Magistrate Silmerhelv will see you.
Oh my god.
Just down on the right, and you can go do your business. And Valo goes, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. And he goes down the hallway. Come. Let us be done with this business, and I can give you the deed.
Yes. All right, let's follow suit.
Yeah, you walk into the courthouse and you see a tiefling in stately robes, purple in color, large purple curling horns.
Just pull my hood down a little bit more.
Yeah. And she has these glasses on, and she seems to be writing something in a book, and she just looks up and goes, yes, Valo, come inside. I was alerted to your presence here. What business do you have? I'll have you know that you will owe me that favor. And Valo goes, oh, yes, of course. I would like to transfer the deed to Trollskull Manor to these fine adventuring types right here. And she looks down and goes, is that right? Well, there's a 25 dragon price to transfer any one of these. And he goes, yes, right. And at that moment, sweeping into the room Kramer style is Renair Neverember, and he's, good, I caught you before anything had happened. And he like tosses the gold pouch over to Valo, and Valo catches, Renair, my boy, I always owe you one. And he goes, absolutely. friends of mine. I would like to have a conversation with you once you're done here, but there you go. Business paid. Come see me when you're done. And Magistrate Silmerhelv just looks down. Yes, well, Volo, bring me that here. Brings it up and she counts it out. 25 gold pieces, and she tosses it over to a bailiff that you like in the corner, and seems to be a half-orc of some kind. Little chipped tusks, and he's got a large club at his belt. And she goes, all right, let's see the deed. Okay. She brings out a large stamp, stamps it, signs, says, right, whose name shall be going on this?
Cry.
Anyone? Do you want this deed or not? Quit wasting my time.
I'll put my name on it.
What is your name?
Minerva.
Hooded one.
Minerva Galerno.
Minerva. Galano.
Yes.
Now let me get a face for that name. Remove your hood.
Just like lift it just like a little bit so she can see my face better, but I'm like, is this okay?
You having a bad hair day? I just asked you to remove your hood.
No, it's quite terrible. I wouldn't want to offend your eyes with my hair. It's terrible.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
Oh.
16. She looks like she's, fine, I've had enough of this anyways, and I have many other cases to fulfill before we close tonight. Volo, get out of my sight. You owe me one. And Volo goes, yes, of course, Magistrate. Yes, we shall go now. Come. And she holds out the, Magistrate Silmerhelv holds out the scroll to Mina. And then she, you come and you grab it. And she, like, looks at you for a second while you, like, look up at her to grab the scroll. And she looks at curious. And she lets go, and you're allowed to leave.
Yes, goodbye. Thank you.
You all exit the courthouse. Volo, in high spirits, he goes, yes, well, thank you. I do appreciate doing business with you all, and thank you so much for bringing my friends back to me. And he, like, puts an arm around Neverember, and Neverember's, yes, of course. My friends, I do thank you once again. I have some things I can offer if there's anything. If there's anyone that you would like to meet, I can definitely put you into contact. I know I mentioned earlier that I could find you some work over the next couple of days if you're staying at the Trollskull Keep. Is that correct?
Yeah. I guess that's our new base of operations.
Good. It makes it easier for me to send some people your way. I have some people that I want you to meet. I'm not sure how much you know about each of the factions here in the city, but, well, I have some friends high up in a couple of them, and, well, they always need work done. If you're amenable to it, I'd like to send some your way.
Yes, as we had not been paid with any dragons, per se, we are a bit light in that aspect. Any work would be appreciated.
He nods and goes, of course. I will go meet my contacts, and I'll bring Volo with me. And he, like, looks at you kind of knowingly. And Volo goes, yes, a night with Renaer Neverember. It's been quite some time, old folk. Let's go. Let's meet these contacts of yours. Maybe they have some information for me about my new book. And he's like, but before I go, I do want to hand you something. If you ever need to know, find the best places to eat and find some merriment in this city, I know a thing or two. And he hands you a thing. And now, whether or not this is relevant to any of you in any single way, I guess we'll find out. But he hands you a thing called Volo's Waterdeep Enchiridion, a visitor's guide to the City of Splendors. And so that should be in your journals now. And now on this page, it only gives you one of these pages, and it has a nice little, it says some nice words on it. And it starts as, I, Volotham Geram, verily attest to the veracity of the words printed herein. Set your course by the truth, and you shall never be lost, no matter how far you wander. I coined this well-worn adage myself years ago, and it served me well in all of my travels. Consider any antimony, jacitation, mendacity, obliquity, palicanade, parapraxis, transducement, or similar found in this document to be corriginum. Address all claims to Abercrade Fellow Swap Solicitor, 17 Mulgamer's Way, Castle Ward, Waterdeep.
Oh, so many words.
Yeah, Varys didn't make it through that first page, so...
Malia's reading it out to Cry, just like showing her and reading it out. Just not stopping.
She has no idea what's going on.
Then she gives it to Cry.
Good.
She's just kind of looking at it. She's not reading.
Yeah, it's a lot of words on a page.
For osmosis, she will learn.
Yeah,
Don't eat
a
it.
lot of words on a page. Yeah. So waving at you in the afternoon. I would say sun, but mostly overcast sky. In the afternoon sun, they go on their way. The afternoon is yours. What would you like to do?
I guess we're the owners of a haunted mansion now.
A broken haunted mansion.
Oh, at least we will never be alone.
Terrifying. Alright, should we go home, I suppose? Or do we want to figure out maybe if there's a way to fix it up? I don't know. Ugh.
I'd say we just go back to the mansion and I guess try to make whatever we can out of it.
Yes. I had seen, I had heard what was supposedly a smithy nearby. Perhaps we can stop by the nearby apothecary and see if we can get some flowers to spruce up the place.
I think we're going to need more than flowers.
Yes, my dear.
Perhaps we can go somewhere where there is wine that is not filled with cork.
Yeah, how long have we been hanging out at the yawning portal? Like that was kind of our base beforehand. Would we have like stuff there that we need to transfer over? Or?
More than likely, everything you have is on your back. You adventurers tend to travel lightly until they have an actual place to stay. The Yawning Portal is definitely known as an adventurer stopover. People go in and out of there all the time. Unless you have a home that you know of that you would have had some things, what you have is what you have. And most adventurers are pretty tight on funds too, and you guys are pretty tight on funds as well. But you have a mansion. So there's that.
Perhaps we can walk around our new home, investigate our neighbors.
Perhaps we should just say hello to the neighbors, maybe not investigate them.
Nina, you are so clever. But a polite way of saying the same thing.
Alright, let's go say hello to the neighbors.
So you head back to Troll Skull Alley. It takes about half an hour. Again, it's becoming later and later into the afternoon. Walking around the city does take some time. It is a busy city, and, interacting at the Magistrate and with Volo also takes time. But you do head back to Troll Skull Alley, and everything here seems to be still open. The shops on the street, and your dilapidated mansion sits proudly above all of it.
Home, sweet home.
Historic, he said.
Alright, who should we go say hello to first? Your flower friend?
I saw an interesting sign on the way in. It appeared to be cat eyes. Whatever could that be?
Perhaps we'll find a glass eye.
Oh.
So, hey, let me do that.
Perhaps we can ask some of the locals about Lif. The legacy of Lif.
Live.
Okay, yeah. So you guys, as you're walking, like you're sitting in front of your mansion, off to the right of it, just down the road a little bit, you see the swinging sign of the orange and black sign with the cat's eyes on it.
Is that
That
all
one?
it has on it? It doesn't have words on it at all, just eyes?
Nope, doesn't seem to have any other words on it.
Okay.
It seems unremarkable.
Well, let's go. Come on, let's go look.
Mina's pissed.
Just like, let's go.
We're just getting this shit over with.
I'll bring kegs.
I thought you said cakes. I was like, when did you get a cake?
We're bringing cakes. No, you got to say hello to all the neighbors and bring sweets for everyone, right?
course.
Where's the welcoming committee?
We're too poor
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
so glad
gosh.
Cry looks a little nicer than she did earlier to meet these new people.
Go get some wine from the cellar.
I
Give
got the
them wine as
chestnuts.
a gift. Oh, don't give them chestnuts.
We got wine and chestnuts. We'll meet the neighbors. We can't show up and not give them something.
It's
Talia
true.
will go inside and grab 2 wine bottles and just shove them in her backpack.
Yeah, okay. You pull them out, and you seem to pull out 2 from the Goldfire, you think that label says? Bottled over 60 years ago. Nice red.
Gotta be good.
Seems intact.
Ooh, maybe Malia puts that back and grabs one of the other, like, ales or whatever there were.
Yeah, there are small casks of ale if you want to grab one of those
Yeah,
as well.
let's get one of those.
Yeah, this
help
one
her
seems to be
out.
from the Ingot Brewery. You're not sure if it's good or not, but it seems untapped.
Yeah, let's do
Let's
that.
just dust it off a little first.
We're gonna poison the neighbors, you guys.
I'm just waiting for you guys to roll out like the big barrel all the way outside and just do a keg party in the street and
like,
just like tap it and be like, "Hey, we're new in town. What's up?
Something
Hey,
that Malia would
block
totally
party."
do.
You know
Block
when the
party.
players usually give the DM the ideas? No.
No,
Not
wait,
this game.
wait a minute. Wait a
This is gonna
minute.
be canon now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Block
Okay.
Party.
Block party.
Let's go. Allie,
Wait,
block
so-
party.
Wait, are you actually okay?
Yes.
Let's
Would
do
you like to
block
bring
party.
out?
Let's do
Would
it.
you like to bring out one of the larger casks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You'd
And
like
some
to
of
bring
the
out.
glasses. We'll clean
Yeah.
off the cups and stuff. We'll bring them out in some stools.
You're bringing out with a larger barrel of the Ingot branded ale, right? So it's a bigger cask, and you start bringing it up the stairs. It takes 2 to get it up there, absolutely. And you guys are like out on the porch, and you're like getting stuff set up, and you're putting out stools and things. And do you like bring out like any forms of light or lanterns or whatever? I mean, because it's late in the afternoon, and it will be dark eventually.
Are
yeah.
there lanterns or anything in the place we can
Yes.
bring out?
There are some old smashed lamps at the front door, but I'm not sure there's anything else. You have your
We
torches.
can make it work. We can make it
You-
work.
Retro.
You're gonna make it work. You bring it out, and you prop up the big old barrel, and you go and see if you can find. Someone roll me an investigation to see if you can find some mugs or something for this.
I can do that.
For the light situation, I might actually just kind of go around and cast a light spell and just kind of stick it to the tables and.
You have light spell. Nice.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have
Yeah.
a light cantrip now.
Yeah, so easily enough. I mean, you can just pick points that you want to exude light, and it's quite a bit. It ends up being somewhat of a light show. The light spell is pretty good. It's a pretty good spell. And it exudes, I think, what is it, like 30 feet of bright light and then another 30 of dim or something like that?
Holy crap.
There you go. This is like the medieval equivalent of balloons,
20.
right?
2020. It's 2020.
Balloons equal party. Light spell equals party.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's one of those things that like you go touch the old like lanterns up at the door or something like that, or the ones that are hanging from underneath the porch there, and they immediately bright light 20 feet and 20 feet out, and you guys can see everything at this point. And yeah, you like walk down to like the post or something like that on the stairs on the way up, and you light those up as well, and you guys get everything settled. Cry with a 10. Yeah, you're able to like put together what looked to be, I mean, maybe 6 or 7 mugs. You got mugs. You got stuff to put ale in, that's for sure.
She
you can
walks
make it work.
outside with like a big handful of mugs. She's like,
Yeah. And while they're both doing this, can I get a perception check from someone that is not doing something?
I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. No. I won't do
That's
it.
fine. Both of you can if you want.
Okay. Perception.
Yep. Varys, you basically hear a lot of stumbling around, and I think you're probably getting the cask ready and helping them out with that.
Yeah, sure.
But I think Mina, you're maybe helping Cry inside, but you hear something as she grabs the mugs and starts running outside with them. You hear something behind the bar, and you turn around, and kind of incorporeal form stands there behind the bar, rubbing it down with a rag, and he looks up at you, and then fades away.
Cry!
Cry's like setting up stuff outside on like the
She
stools and the tables that you're able to like salvage. Yeah,
I
Cry, do
hear
you go back inside? Sure, yeah. She yells it loud enough.
Did you see anyone in here when you were grabbing those mugs?
she goes and thinks.
No? Okay. I think there is somebody here. I just kind of like go up to the bar and I go, Mr. Leaf, are you here? No? Okay. Well, let's go back outside. Come
Craig gives her the like, are you feeling okay kind of look.
on. No, I ate too much cock.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well,
I need to
clip
start
that
using
one,
some
chat.
Rs.
Jeez.
Oh dear.
I'm already surprised there weren't clips for Floon, but here we are, and apparently we need one for this. All right. Yeah, so you guys set up outside. How are you going to get the attention of your neighbors?
Oh, Malia is so good at this.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Malia is just gonna like walk around the area and be like, friends, come to the Troll Skull Manor. We invite all of our neighbors. We have just moved in and we wish your company. Come, it's free! Free!
As soon as you say free, you like the regular hammering on the metal, just all of a sudden it like you hear it like just stop. It just stops happening. And then you go back and yeah, some stuff begins to happen. First, I think you're approached by probably the boldest of the people on your row here. Curious looking. One seems to be a fire genasi, and the other water. They're holding hands and walking down the street.
Steam.
And it's interesting. There's a little bit of steam between their hands. The fire genasi's hair is obvious. It's fire and raging, and you see the light emanating from his eyes, and you see his thick corded muscles, and he seems to still be wearing a blacksmith's apron. Next to him, the water genasi, he's more lightly dressed. His hair is long and flowing, and he's a little more lithe and slightly taller than his fire genasi companion. And they approach you. The fire genasi looks up and speaks first. Well, what's all this then? And then the water genasi like places a hand on his shoulder and says, What he means to say is, welcome to the neighborhood. What's going on?
Oh, hello, dear darlings. We have just moved into Trollskull Manor, and you are both invited for an evening of free drinks and merriment. Perhaps I shall sing a song or two.
The water genasi like kind of lights up and smiles and Embrick, when was the last time that Trollskull Manor served alcohol? It's been decades. And Embrick's just, what do you have on tap back there?
Oh, we uncovered some Ingot Brewery thing.
Yeah, he gives a little. That sounds good to me, Avi. You like a drink? Avi's, of course, Embrick. Of course, we should welcome our friends to the neighborhood. Come. And he like walks up, like dragging Embrick behind him, and walks up the stairs, and yeah, you serve them some alcohol, and they go sit in the corner for, you know, like at one of the little places you set up, and they're chatting with each other, and you know, you can go talk to them if you'd like to. But as you do, as they have come, someone peeks their head around from up the way just a little bit, and kind of comes around the side. It's Abby, Abby, are you? Oh, there you are. Yes. Hello. Hi. My name is, I'm Tally Fellbranch. I'm the chief artisan over at the Bent Nail. You might have seen it. I'm a carpenter, a wood carver, and I do provide things like bows and such. I heard there might be some free drink.
Come in, please have a seat.
Oh, thank you so much. So you see is Tally Fellbranch, a male half-elf. He has his long brown hair tied back and braided. And he seems kind of slight, and you notice that he's got like some bandages on his hands, where it seems that he's probably nicked himself at one point or another, and he seems to have like a constant state of sawdust on his body. And he makes his way up and accepts a mug and thank you, and he goes and greets Avi and Embrick. Afterwards, walking up tall and stately, an elf, a true elf, long braided hair, kind of ambiguous looking. They walk up to you and their hands clasped before them, wearing long, sensible, green robes, somewhat voluminous, and they drag a little bit on the ground, but they seem to like float as they approach you. They look at you, these piercing gray eyes. Oh, what is going on here?
We are new to the neighborhood, and we are just sharing a drink with our local friends.
My, it has been so long. So long. I used to come here when Liff owned the place. A gathering place of sorts for those around. Do you have wine?
Malia? Do we have some wine?
Yes, perhaps a person of your stature might enjoy a glass of gold fire.
Their eyes, climb and eyebrows go up. That right.
Why don't you have a seat over here with me? I'll go uncork.
Been a long time. My name is Fala Lafleur. I am the proprietor of the Corellian's Crown. An apothecary. It's down there, the one with all of the gorgeous plants. They walk up and sit and greet the friends that they know from down the street, and and wait, and yeah.
I love
Uh,
this moment. This is all so good.
Yeah, it ain't over.
Oh.
The door bangs open down from the left of you guys. What's going on out here? And you see a human man walking out of the building that had the orange and black sign with the cat's eyes. He's wearing a long, dark brown coat, and he has a hat pulled low over, and he seems to have a constant state of 5 o'clock shadow. Right then, what's the meaning of all of this over here? You see underneath his coat, he has a very sharp, vest on and a tie underneath it, and his pants are actually very nicely made, and his shoes shine in the in the light spells.
I'm out of wealth.
Come in, come in.
He looks up and around and says, I see you've convinced the rest of the people around here to come have a drink.
Would you like one?
Free.
Yes, I actually believe I would. My name is Vincent Trench. I own the Tiger's Eye down here. Well, for a small fee, I can find out anything you like in this city. I'm a private eye of sorts. The ale will be fine. Thank you. And he goes up and he sits next to Fala, and like they're old friends. And you hear Fala say, Vincent, how long has it been since we've sat here in Lift's old place and had a drink? And Vincent's like, far too long. Decades, 50 years, maybe. And then, they sit and they have a drink. I assume you bring up the wine and you pour the nice wine for them, Malia, and whatever.
Yes.
Yep. What's up?
This human, how old does he look, age-wise?
Maybe 30, 35, possibly 40.
And he just said that it's been 50 years?
You might have overheard that.
The whole neighborhood is ghosts.
Oh, God.
Entire neighborhood is ghosts, yes.
And last but certainly not the least, the front
my
of the
God.
bookstore opens, where the gold dragon curled around the treasure hoard of books and scrolls opens up. And a short dragonborn, gold in color, long tendrilled mustaches coming out. And by short, I mean, well, he's right in between human and dwarf height. He's a shorter fellow, somewhat rotund, but he's wearing nice clothing and robes, seems to have things in good repair. Small spectacles sit on the edge of his large, prodigious snout, and he approaches you, hands behind his back, and I would like to join the festivities, if I might. I'm Rochelle, the page turner. Bookworm's treasure is mine. May I?
Of course. Please join us.
Good, thank you. And he walks up the stairs. So I'll have the wine, please.
Certainly.
And so they sit down and have drinks at your tavern. Can I get a perception check from everyone?
Everyone.
17 for Varus, Mina with a 10, Molly a 16, Cry 21.
She's taking
Cry.
it all in.
Cry, you notice something on one of the dirty windows. See something being written.
Closing time.
And it says, after it's done, it says thank you.
I'm gonna cry, dude.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's show.
OMG. Oh my
So there you go.
gosh.
Yeah, so that's
Well,
where we're
life
gonna
back
end
to
this
the
show over
bar.
tonight. Thank you guys so very much. We run the show for and of course we get the host right at the end. Sorry, Ivy.
No.
Sorry, guys.
Aw.
Apologies, guys. Apologies. This is where we're gonna end the show. So we run these shows for about 3 hours. If you guys are interested in any of the other ones that we've done, they are up on the YouTube channel, and I will be releasing these over the next 2 days. Sorry, guys that are coming in right now. That's just how it's gonna be.
That's the team.
We're gonna do some shout outs now, so the cast members can tell everyone where they're from. Mike, tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, I am No Dice Mike. I am a cartoonist and artist, and you can find my work at patreon.com/No Dice Mike. I just started putting up my webcomic yesterday. It's called Saffron, and it'll start rolling its way out over the next coming months over there. You can also find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook, all at No Dice Mike.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Stella. Wait, that's not Stella, because all the cameras switched. Frick.
Uh-oh.
Wait, which camera
I
is
can't fix it.
Stella?
Oh, jeez,
Let's
I'm not Stella.
find out. Nope, that's Mike. Hang on. Stella. There you are. Look at you. I forgot all the cameras switched up. There you are. Tell the people where they can find you.
Hey guys, I'm Stella Luna. You can find me on Twitter at StellaLuna_TV or here at Twitch at Stella Luna. If you like doggos, D&D, or drawing, you can follow me, and I provide all sorts of content of those kinds. And I'm actually going to be doodling in the middle of the day tomorrow. If you guys want to hang out with me, it'll be noon Eastern time. Just some chill hangouts. Yeah. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you very much. Let's see who shows up when I hit Dame's button. It's Bravo. All right, so give me a second. Let me find Dame. Let me find her.
Jeez.
Dungeon Dame, where are you? Where are you? Nope, that's Mike again. There you are.
It's me.
Found you. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Friends, I'm Dungeon Dame. I miniature here on Twitch, and I'm also on Instagram. Same handle, and if you want to just chat, I sometimes appear on Twitter. Tuesdays and Wednesdays I paint here on Twitch, other than today because Sundays. Am I right? Yeah, so that's where you can find me. Just here on Twitch, mostly painting things.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And Bravo. Hang on, I'm going to fix yours too. Yep, everyone's on. Oh my God,
Oh my
everyone's on the
gosh.
page. It's really like it's all overlapped. It's really good.
Should be.
It's really good.
Ah.
Wait, there she is. There's Bravo.
Here I am.
Where can the people find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and if you want to follow my Tumblr, it's a hot mess. But it's all Bravo, BRRRRRAVO. That's 5 R's, and I'm sorry for that. I do Dungeons and Dragons streaming here. I do it over on P every Monday, and then I have Wizarding Wednesdays on Wednesdays where we play Wizard 101 with Nick Kibbles, and that's really fun. And then this Friday, I have decided I'm going to be drawing this lovely crew. Our lovely crew.
Oh my God! Look at her tiny horns!
Oh, I'm
Do you see her tiny
very
horns?
excited. I'm very
Oh
excited.
my God!
So I'm gonna be putting them digital this Friday. It'll be a nice short little stream. But yeah, come hang out, and I love you all.
Aw, thank you, Bravo. I appreciate it. I'll do my own since we just had a bunch of people jump in here. Hi! I'm Joel. I'm RunawayRobot. I DM stuff on this channel. It's pretty heckin' cool. I'm sorry that we have to end the stream right now. Again, if you want to get caught up on everything we've done here, if you like Dungeons & Dragons, head on over to the YouTube channel. All the stuff that happened tonight will be up tomorrow and the next day. So that's just kind of how I do my release pattern here. Other than Dungeons & Dragons, I'm a variety streamer here, and I do a Dungeons & Dragons stream over on Encounter Roleplay. So hopefully if you like that kind of thing, if you want to see more of this kind of thing, come back Sunday. I know we need to work out scheduling and things like that, but right now I think I plan on having Sunday happen. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing this show again, and we'll be trying to figure out what to do with the new little tavern there. So, thank you guys again for joining us tonight. I super duper appreciate it. Thank you, cast, for being fantastic, and I hope you had an excellent time. If you're interested in joining the Discord there, Stella just dropped the link. We do have community Dungeons & Dragons games if you want to join in on one of those, or if you just want to get connected with the community here in general. It's all a really bunch of great people, and I hope to see you all there. That's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you for tuning in. I super duper appreciate it. And until next time, guys, later.